What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to the LDBC, the YTBC. And Guillermo Rigondeaux quit. He quit. I can't believe it. This dude really quit. And if you didn't watch the fight, it was you can tell from round one, round two really for sure that it was a mismatch. Rigondeaux just talked his way into a payday. No excuses. I don't care if he was old. He said the weight wouldn't be an excuse. And he couldn't do nothing with Lomachenko. And I'll go live on this in a minute. He couldn't do nothing with him. This is immediate fight reaction right here. Nothing. He had no answers. He couldn't press the attack like he needed to do. Or he couldn't, he couldn't punch with him. He couldn't walk him into his shots. And, Lomachenko, quite frankly, really couldn't find Rigondeaux cleanly either. He was throwing a lot of pity pat shots as usual, and he was missing, but he would land the occasional few. But his pity pat punches, was the more effective punches, to be honest. Rigondeaux didn't land anything effective. He kept holding. They took a point away from him. At the end of the day, man, you can't go around talking that stuff, talking that ish, if you ain't gonna back it up. He didn't come out with no aggressive nature, no fire. Pedro Diaz, threw water in his face, told him to take chances. He can't take chances. When I knew that that this guy was done, it was before the fight. When they was doing an interview with him, I'm gonna tell you what clicked in my mind. When they did an interview, he said, "I really don't like the fight. I just fought so I wouldn't have to do the work in the fields." He said, "I don't even like sports. So how can you be the best on a professional level, elite level, if you don't love the game? This ain't no." This ain't no other. This is a physical contact sport. If you don't love boxing, then you can't be the best at it. You can be pretty damn good at it. We've seen a lot of other fighters that don't love the game like that be pretty good at it. But Rigondeaux fought like a punk. All that talking he did. All you guys out there that told me that I was wrong for picking Lomachenko. The guy that told me I was going to lose credibility for picking Lomachenko. Like I told you, stop doubting me, dog. Now, if it's a fight that I really can't call and it's really close to call, I'd be like, yeah, I'm picking so-and-so, but I don't know. I was 100% convinced that Vasyl Lomachenko was going to do the Watusi and dance around Rigondeaux and beat him down. All you guys that keep doubting me on this prediction video, just know I'm the truth. Now come back, be real. I'm going to do a live video after this, probably about an hour or two after this, maybe shorter than that. And give me my props, though, because I never get my props. When Lomachenko beat Gary Russell, I did a video back on another channel. A lot of y'all guys disappeared. Lubin, Charlo, a lot of you guys disappeared. Only time you pop up is when I'm wrong, But at the end of the day, I stood tall on this prediction. I knew Lomachenko was too much. It was too much in his favor. He picked the gloves, the ring size. He was taller. He was bigger. He had the A-side promoter. He had the referee on his side. Everything was in his favor. Rigondeaux don't take chances. He was a fresher, younger fighter. Rigondeaux didn't take no chances. He don't move his hands. He is who he is. He can't break out of that mode. There's no versatility with Guillermo Rigondeaux. And if you watch Rigondeaux, you know that. It's no versatility. He's a defensive fighter that wants you to come to him. He wants to counterpunch you to knock you out. Is he a bigger puncher than Lomachenko on 130? Absolutely. The punches that he did throw with he threw with more authority. You can hear the pop off Lomachenko's arms, but he couldn't mess with Lomachenko. He couldn't. Obviously, all that's in his favor, the size, the gloves, the ring, the promoter, we know that. But when you add it down, even if they was even in skill level in this fight, which it was apparent they wasn't, Rigondeaux didn't have a chance with everything else that was in Lomachenko's favor. Lomachenko was the better fighter. Now, all this godly praise for Lomachenko being the best fighter in the world, I don't buy it. I'm interested to see if Mikey Garcia can stay at 135, and Lomachenko said he wanted to step up to 135 pounds, lightweight, in the near future. I'm interested to see that fight. A more of a guy that can attack and that can press the action and that's going to work the body, that can work the head. And people was talking about, oh, he sparred. Sparring is sparring. I don't give what happened in sparring. You feel me? But all I'm telling you guys is this. Homie ain't that good offensively, And if you're a fighter that can press the attack and have some physical advantages on him, where he can't use his angles, he can't touch you, you're going to give him problems. A guy like Robert Easter Jr., if he's able to polish up, where he's able to fight Mikey Garcia and beat Mikey Garcia and get that experience, fighting Linares and get that experience, his physical advantages will give Lomachenko issues. Lomachenko would exclusively have to fight in the pocket versus the type guy. I'm not saying that Lomachenko wouldn't destroy Robert Jr. Physically, he presents some issues that would take away those angles. Mikey Garcia presents some issues that would take away them angles. If he wanted to move up and fight Terrence Crawford at catchweight, Terrence Crawford said, I fight him at 137. Crawford would beat the dog walking shit out of him. He is not the best fighter in the world. He's still in my top 5. This didn't move him up and down my scale beating Rigondeaux because he was expected to be Rigondeaux if you wasn't being, a fanboy of Rigondeaux. Now, you support Rigondeaux. I feel that Rigondeaux going. I wanted Rigondeaux to win, but I knew he wasn't going to win. It was just too much in his favor. Lomachenko footwork was too much. It seems like Rigondeaux was trying to erase those angles early, but Lomachenko found the remedy. Then he punched him after the bell. That's when I knew. When he hit him after the bell, and like he was just playing with him. Then he stepped over around him when he could have kept punching him. He good. Lomachenko's good. People say he's the most complete fighter I've ever seen. Offensively, he's limited as hell. Those pity-pat punches versus somebody like Salido or somebody with that style that can come downhill and that can fight on the inside or some physical advantages, them pity-pat punches is not going to work with somebody that know what they're doing in there. Not saying that he's not, he can rule down there in those weight divisions. He'll beat anybody. But I'm saying that pity-pat, he's not offensively an offensive powerhouse. He's more of a defensive guy that just throws a lot of punches. And people say, oh, he's offensive. No, he's not an offensive powerhouse, and I stand by that. He's not a premier offensive fighter. If you can't punch through the target and all you do is punch at the target, eventually you're going to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, somebody going to pick up on what you're doing. And this footwork is phenomenal. I said whoever won the footwork battle was going to win this fight, and that's what happened. And, Rigondeaux should be ashamed of himself. He quit. And he talking about he had a hand injury. I don't believe it was no hand injury. He didn't throw enough punches to have a hand injury. When that man stepped around him and then punched him after the ropes and he was making him embarrass him, I knew then. And I know Bob Arum is feeling very, very good now to see Rigondeaux, buried and gone for good now. He ain't going to come back from this, dude. You quit like that and you were supposed to be the creme of the la creme of boxing royalty. He ain't going to come back like this. And everybody going to offer to fight him after seeing that he can quit. Everybody going to want to fight this guy now. And I'm not shocked that he quit because Lomachenko predicted that he was quit. We talk about that. And, but like I said, when I seen he said he don't love sports and he don't love boxing, that clicked in my head that it was a real possibility tonight that he was going to quit. Hey, give me my props. Let me know what y'all think about the fight. I know y'all